Yeah, so we're gonna start.
Okay.
Where we last left off, you guys were in the ship. Well, a lot of you were. I don't know if everyone was.
Yeah,
Um,
most part.
the captain had just brought on the specialist to work on the ship's warp core.
Oh yes, I remember.
The and Jade had just forcibly removed themselves from the vicinity.
It's like, yeah, yeah, that I remember that. That was.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is everyone doing?
Let's
Well,
see. Um, Vivian was still working on that reloading project for Jade. She's just occupying herself. And click, click, click.
Mm-hmm.
And I think wasn't Jade out getting hammered?
well, when we last let off, Jade was coming back from getting hammered. She had just taken a shower and she had her dessert in a to-go box.
Right.
So she was just coming back to the ship when we left off. So she'd probably walk onto the ship. Hey guys!
Oh hi Jade.
Oh,
Hi, I learned a new trick.
Does it involve your nipples?
No, isn't. She's gonna kind of look around and just kind of scuttle closer and lean in. It involves magic.
Really?
Yeah, I found this like roadhouse. It was called Randall's Roundhouse, something like that. And there was this. It was really cool. There was a skeleton waiter. At first, I thought, oh, it's just a guy in the costume. No, it was a real skeleton walking around.
How could it be a guy in a costume if it was a skeleton? It wouldn't fit inside.
Vivian with the logic.
But when I
I would
was
have thought it
when
would
I
be more like an android.
I don't know, you never know. Animatronic, robot.
Anyway, I digress.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we got together and she taught me how to like channel this stuff called mana. She taught me how to like absorb it from the air around me and store it like a battery.
The skeleton did?
No, the girl I met.
Oh, okay.
wait. What was she? Why do you smell like wet dog?
Don't you worry about it.
Did you do something lewd?
Maybe.
Good on you.
Raven's gonna reach over and kind of push her on the side of the hip to see how good her balance is.
Yeah, a little unbalanced.
I know it. How big?
Wine bottle.
Jesus!
Her name was Rozzy.
Unbeknownst to Burb, this is small.
Well, everything is relative, is it not?
Let's see, she was about 6'8".
That's a big dick.
No, not her dick. Rozzy. She was 6'. She was 6'8" tall.
With all the tall people, why was I the one that was made short?
She was very muscular, and she had this thing with her. It was like it had no eyes, but it was like, I don't know how to explain it. She said it was something like called a Wilgex.
Never heard of them.
Never heard of him, but it looked cool. He was kind of friendly. Oh, also, Raven. 22 inches.
Just kind of holds out a wing. Jesus! Well, now I know I can punch you in the bottom of the chin from the inside. Not sure what I'm going to do with that information, but I have it now.
Yeah. But she also gave me this coin. And oh, I had an awesome steak, and you'll never guess what it was made of.
Meat.
Dragon.
It was probably just a marketing gimmick.
No, this was like real dragon meat.
Hmm.
And I remember seeing a guy there. He was really tall, and he had like extra arms.
I
Or,
just like the sentence. I remember seeing a guy there, and then moving on. Like,
She's
all
not
these,
describing.
all these fantasy scenes, skeletons, Wilgix,
I
dragon, and there was a guy there.
lady and
He was about to
creature, and there was a
he was-
guy, and
He was about to describe him.
No, I understand. I just like the idea of
Oh yeah.
just mundane. Carl was there from accounting.
like there was
But
this
he
wizard,
was-
there was a skeleton, there was a dragon, there was Carl from accounting, and there was
There was a
But he
werewolf.
He was taller than Roz, and way more muscular. He had like 6 gold arms on his back.
Carl did.
No, I don't. There was another guy there. He was about normal height, but his arm looked like almost like a volcano. You could see like magma running through the cracks in the rock in his skin.
so she happened to see a whole bunch of people that are familiar to us, but not to our character.
Yeah.
Yes, not Vivian. Jade saw a lot of very interesting fantasy things.
And there was even this one really tall skeleton guy in the back. Apparently, he was like the owner or something. I think his name might have been Randall or something.
Well, that does make sense. A freaking mosquito bite! God damn it! Ah!
Oh no,
And
you've done
my-
it now. You said their
No.
name.
the waiter, his name was his skeleton. His name was Clyde.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I like the name.
He threatened to kill me if I called him a nice guy.
I mean, he sounds like a nice guy.
Careful, he may be omnipotent.
Oh, what's a bunny bitch gonna do?
He's gonna stab you with his ribs.
There will be no rib stabbing.
He's
I
gonna
have
give you
armor.
he gonna give you a hug, and then his ribs are gonna open up and just yum. I don't know how skeletons work.
Well,
Not
he kind of
like
like grabs you by the wrist, grabs Jade by the wrist, and kind of lifts her arm up and down. They work like this.
Stab it. She's gonna flick his beak.
Peach.
Also, would anyone like some peppermint?
Peppermint?
She's gonna open the box to show the very phallic-looking peppermint.
I thought it was a banana or something.
No, Wayne changed it to a very large phallic-looking peppermint stick.
So Vivian is looking at it and just like the sound of gears grinding in her brain.
Is the captain
Cat.
on the list?
The captain's on the ship, but they're not in the same room as you guys.
Well, she was asking if he was with the specialist.
The specialist is hanging out upside down above you currently.
Judging you.
But yeah, it was really cool. But
It does
If it's
sound
me-
interesting.
if it's anything like that, marketplace me and Raven ended up, it's probably not there.
Yeah, that place was cool. We should go back sometime.
If we can ever find it again.
I would be interested in checking these places out. That's pretty interesting.
Well, make sure you bring a lot of money, and Make sure you're able to move your way through the crowds and get to where you want to stop. But the trick I learned.
Don't forget, I'm sharp. I can kind
Yeah.
of make my way through crowds pretty well.
Pretty sure you already saw Vivian in that crowd, actually.
I did see you in that crowd. I also saw two of Raven. Are you the real Raven? Are you the Raven I came with? Who are you?
Kind of puts the wingies out the side and kind of squats down into attack, like an attack stance. It is a mystery.
Okay, you're the real Raven.
Or am I? You'll never know.
Well, the trick I learned. Well, I shouldn't say it's a trick. I learned to focus like lightning through my arm and shoot it out with a punch.
Are you sure she didn't just put a metal butt plug in your rump and then plug it into the wall socket?
No, and there were many. There was something up my butt, but it wasn't a butt.
This does not surprise me. However,
I mean, it got stuck a little bit with the knot, but
okay, yeah, fine, we get it, you're skanky.
what? Can't a girl indulge herself every once in a while?
I never said that. There's always the issue of oversharing.
Oh, right. Did you roll to see if that stuff became a kink or not?
What do I need to roll for that?
I think it's a D20.
Okay. Well,
I think
well, it didn't. It,
look at the system again to do that because I remember there were different dice rolls for different things.
Yeah, we don't use the lust system hardly ever. It's not something we're actively testing anymore, so I forget.
I think though you might be right on the first time it being a D20.
Yeah, because you have to figure out how many times before it becomes a fetish or...
Although maybe it was either a D20 or a D100 for the first thing.
It's definitely not a D100.
So,
I'm looking it up now.
you're looking it up? Okay.
Yeah.
That
Let's
means
see,
I don't have to start digging.
definitely didn't help the interspecies kink or the domination.
She's darn near having that as a full-on fetish.
Yeah.
Raven can sense your sins crawling along your back.
Careful.
Or
Jade'll
are they
make,
dripping?
careful. Jade will make Raven's sins
Careful.
shoot on his own face.
Wait a minute.
Have you ever had your prostate milked?
This is the part where Raven throws something at Jade.
No,
Shut up!
she's not saying that. She's not actually saying that.
Oh.
Alright, so. But let's see, there was anal, there was titty, fucking. There was a lot going on.
Oh, this is the extremely stripped back version of Lust. I really need to actually write it into the rules at some point, because the last person I showed the rules freaked out at me because they didn't actually see the fucking real version of the Lust system. They just saw this, like, super mechanics heavy stripped back version that, like, is not actually representative of, like, 2 pages of text of explaining how to actually use it.
Wonder, did I have that in Ivy's old sheet?
Oh, Dirk, I found out how to take my pistol apart.
Oh,
It's literally just a little, like the slide release.
Yeah.
I gotta push back on the slide till 2 dots line up, pull the slide release out, and I can take the slide off the gun.
oh.
Yeah,
Super
it
simple.
just jumps straight to pregnancy after explaining the super basic part of it. Okay, if I remember correctly, it's a d20 for kinks, and that's how many times you have to experience it, and then it's a d12 for lust-based damage, and for each step up on the kink ladder all the way up to like dependency, it gets harder and harder to resist it because you start adding more and more d12s.
Yeah. I'm thinking we might want to shrink that because it gets really overpowered really fast that way.
It does, yeah. And like I said, it needs like a dedicated session where we can sit down and actually work on it.
Alright, let's see. Does she have that in her notes?
So what
There's
do I
a
roll
lot of
for?
systems like that where we have to sit down and actually look at it instead
So
of it just
what?
being me all the time.
Yeah. So what do I need to roll for?
D20.
Okay. So
Like, if
for
you think it's something that your character would be into, roll a d20 for it.
all right. So anal, because Jade really didn't do anal all that much before then.
Hmm.
Okay, so it's not in
That is a 2.
Well, so they really liked it.
Really?
So, like, do that 2 more times and it becomes a fetish.
Yep.
Cool.
And titty
Well, I
fucking.
think. Let's see. I think there's a list of things you've experienced, and once you've experienced them that many times, then they become a kink, and then you roll again to see how many times before it becomes a fetish. God, which one
Oh,
did I?
yeah. It becomes a curiosity first, and then it becomes a kink, and then it becomes a
Yeah.
fetish, and then it becomes a dependency.
Yeah, I remember when we were poking at it, I didn't even have a name in mind.
Yeah,
that.
it was just like on the character sheet itself.
Yeah, it
It
was
never
just
actually got into the rules.
Is it in Yon Sheep?
It might be. That's an old character.
I thought it might have been in Ivy's, but I didn't see it in hers.
You've updated Ivy's sheet a couple of times now.
Yeah, I've got a few versions of Ivy stuff. Not in here. That's a short one. 6 pages short.
Short. Meanwhile, 2 pages. Damn, this is getting long.
A lot of it is her magic. She's got about a full page of spells. Let's see, bunch of weapons. Oh, and their inventory takes up pretty much an entire page. Notes.
It really do, though. Oh, I could look at the beta rules. It's probably still there in the character sheet.
I'm pretty sure it was in there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll a d20 for titty fucking.
Why do I have another message? Where?
Well,
Oh, here.
dice really calling me out here. That's a 1.
Did you go straight to yep?
Just straight to, yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah.
It's like, yep.
Well, after a little bit of self-reflection, yeah, fine, I'm good with it.
What about-
I forgot we wrote down all the alpha testers and stuff. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right, the narrator's a master tester. You guys haven't even encountered those yet.
No.
Most of them are either dead or just like so pacified that they don't care what happens to the world.
So, what about the stuff that are already kinks?
If something's already a kink and you go through all of the steps to make it level up again, it becomes a fetish.
Yeah, did you roll for the number of times that those were in there?
I did not. So I need to roll.
Is that another d20 or was that something else?
I thought, is that a d12?
D12s is the damage that lust does. D20s is how much it goes up by.
Yeah, the number of experiences it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will roll for domination and interspecies. Let's see, first is domination. That is a 9. And for interspecies,
Let's see. Maybe
I have not gotten a double-digit number yet.
What'd you get on that one?
You don't
3.
say.
3. Okay, so I think if any of the crew hits on her, she'll be like, "Oh hell yes."
Pretty much.
Tired and horny all the time.
Hey, Satsu's existence.
Satsu's not here.
I know. I'm just saying Satsu's existence.
What?
Your existence in the other world right now, tired and horny.
So frustratedly horny, I punched a tree so hard, a section of it just disappeared, and the rest of the tree fell over as though it was still there.
I
right.
got rid of the old character sheets, so that's not any help. I don't know. Lost data. Gonna have to go watch first series again.
The Spice Up is on their way back.
The fucking age-restricted videos.
It's age restricted?
All of them.
Why?
Did you or were they?
Where did I have this? I know I had it on one of the character sheets. I thought it was on I.
I mean, a kid shouldn't be watching our videos anyways, but, like, just that whole first series, every single
BC
video.
does her experience as something 1D 20 times to optionally gain it as a kink fetish. BC does her experience as a kink 1D 100 times to optionally gain a
that's
fetish.
not what we're talking about. We're talking
Okay,
about the
sorry.
actual, like the actual part that you're filling in. Do you have an old enough character for that?
I mean, what do you mean the part that you're filling in?
There was like a actual table that you could fill in with, like, I think it was up to 5 kinks at a time.
I mean, yeah, my character sheet still has that.
Yeah, I even have that. I was looking for the whole lust system.
Like, I still have my original 5 kinks.
And does it not have any explanation for how that works?
Nope.
Damn.
So
That's actually lost data then. Because that's...
I've got a list here. So this was before we even had named it. So there was the pre-kinks, as is the kinky things the characters experienced so far, if the words will come out of my mouth. And then the kinks, it says if a character performs or experiences something 1d20 times, it can become a kink.
Yeah.
And then there's fetishes. It says
Are you looking for this?
It says if a character performs or experiences a kink 1d100 times, it can become a fetish. I think we did that just to keep it from overwhelming us with just instant super weaknesses.
Yeah.
I pasted in Darkcast. Is this the kind of stuff you're looking for?
No, this isn't what we're looking for. I'm looking for specifically what Ivy just said. Because that's the mechanic that Shadow wanted to know about.
Okay. Well, I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep that sort of thing like on hand. But yeah, I think when we were playing the game, I had the whole system pasted in my character sheet in the notes, so I didn't have to go look it up. But I think after we moved on, I removed that from my notes because it was like slightly out of date. We changed it slightly or something.
Yeah, and I mean, that was back when just taking care of your character was a lot more involved and took like half the session, and that didn't actually end up getting put into the rules.
Yeah. And now it's pretty much implied that you're taking care of your character.
Yeah.
You don't have to stop and go to the bathroom just because, it happens sometime during the day. It's like, it's a kind of a given. They're not going to hold it until they explode.
I don't know. It was a different time. I was a lot more awkward.
Anyway, yeah. If we got the part we need, then I'll close up this old sheet.
Yeah.
That was back when she had one tail.
Mhm.
I think she's got like 6 now. Or something, I don't know. That's an old sheet.
So, anyways, relevant to the topic discussions over. We can move on to more character interactions. Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
I mean, you guys could go talk to the captain if you want. You could go back to the station if you want. You could go on to Galnet or the extranet.
Jade is gonna go talk to the captain.
Oh, okay. Where are you looking for them?
First place is gonna be like the pilot, like the cockpit. The second place is gonna be down by the
Creation engine thing.
creation engine. Yeah.
All
I don't
right.
know why that's so hard to remember.
It's like, yeah, come on, man.
It's super
Like, yeah,
straightforward. It says what it does.
It creates things. It's an engine that creates. It's a creation engine.
The hypermolecular forge.
Because I was about to call it the Nano Forge.
That's a slightly different.
No, the nanoforge is attached to the creation engine.
Hmm.
It's what allows it to deconstruct things.
Well, those are the two places where she's gonna look.
Alright, let's see. You find the captain hunched over some kind of a device as they're lying on a tar pad. And it's making some, video gamey bleep bloops.
Yeah. A tar is in like he's a tar, as opposed to made of tar.
Yes.
Hey, Cap.
Oh no. You've interrupted their concentration.
You threw off my groove.
Oh no. Okay, so the little device is making sounds like wah wah wahoo wah wahoo wah. God damn it, Jade, what do you want?
See if you wanted some peppermint.
No.
It's over the fucking comms. It looks like a dick.
Ignore him. But I found a place with a bunch of like fantasy people. It was called Randall's Roundhouse, something like that.
They're just kind of staring at you.
Like a fantasy person stares at you.
But the waiter was a skeleton. I got to try dragon steak, and there was this girl that taught me how to use mana and taught me how to use a spell.
Blink.
I see I caught you at a bad time. I'll go.
Yeah, just a grumpy faced deer elf or thing. You have a grid.
The area.
Interrupted the man's Kaizo Mario video game to wax philosophical about fantasy creatures and magic to the fantasy creature that knows magic.
Jade's gonna. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna go on the extranet. I'm gonna go. Well, no. I don't know. She's gonna sit down and she's gonna actually continue work on the belt.
Ah, so she is going to assist Vivian.
Yes.
Click.
Climp.
So I rolled to see how speed she's doing. She's doing 30 bullets per minute, so she's getting one in there every couple of seconds.
Oh,
Okay.
slow.
Oh, what do I got to roll to see how fast Jade can do it?
Yeah,
I just rolled a D100 to see how she was doing.
yeah,
Okay. Let's see.
per minute.
That is a 71.
Oh, that's doing pretty good. Just click, click, click.
Mhm.
Got a long ways to go. That's
Yeah.
5,000 bullets.
It is quite a bit.
Vivian is considering seeing if she can manage it with the front paws. This has been her. I don't know how many hours she's been sitting here doing this, but it's like, I want to get this done.
So, Raven, you do anything interesting while I was away?
No. I mean, you saw what I did when you were away. I think it was that drink, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. And, how about you, Vivian? Have you done anything?
She's gonna look down at the section of completed belt that she's been working on. Well, not much.
Well, thank you. I definitely owe you a drink or food, whichever you prefer.
I do consume both. She's gonna stick her tongue out at her.
Well, then maybe I'll take you back to the club and get you a bucket of chicken wings and a drink.
I'm like the scout. Got a bucket of chicken. Let's do it.
Got a bucket of chicken? Want to do it? But no.
Oh, there's a knocking on the hall.
Hmm?
And another one of those tiny fox things pokes its head through the door.
Hello.
Is this the violent exit?
This is the dramatic exit, yes.
Oh, okay. And they kind of wander in, and behind them is this disproportionately sized crate that, despite reason, is squeezing through the door.
Vivian is going to pause in the assembly of the belt to assist. She's got a lot more leverage, I think.
Alright, so you grab onto the side of this crate as it's deforming through the doorway. Go ahead and give me a physicality roll.
Okie dokie. Let's see, we've got. Oh, that's nice. 16. Let me double check, see if I have any bonuses. I think it's either 0 or 1. Let's. Shit, where'd it go? Physicality. I've got a bonus of 1. So the grand total there was 17. Wow.
That's gonna be an absolutely no assistance whatsoever.
I can imagine she's grabbing onto it, pulling, and her paws are sliding.
Just
no traction.
Basically. Oh, no, it's too heavy for you.
Okay. Then she will kind of step out of the way. So now I tried.
And once they have it through the doorway, it takes up about half of the room's volume.
So she's gonna kind of look at the box a little bit, and then look at the doorway. And, huh.
Valid. And, you know, they will kind of... Oh, go ahead.
I said it was just a very cartoonish event.
Just a bit. They will press a hand against the side of the box, and it'll kind of wrap around their wrist and pull them in.
What?
Oh no, carnivorous box!
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Jade still idly working on this belt.
Yeah,
Jade
Vivian's
shoved
gonna
up in
get
a
back.
corner to make room with the box here.
It's like, yeah, that's the thing. I forget if Vivian got dressed, but I think she did. There's the thing that I generally roll on whenever she wakes up. She's like, oh yeah, I got clothes, I gotta show them off.
So the box slowly changes into a sort of giant mech sort of shape. And it's becoming increasingly obvious that this is not a solid box, and is in fact just a nanite swarm.
That would explain how I got through the door.
Yeah.
Didn't we just have a run-in with some nanites? At least sort of.
That'll be fine.
I don't know about
Like, we
that.
only got one in the creation engine there. Ow, foot.
I don't know about all this weird technology stuff, man. It's weird.
Jade, well,
Been a while since I've been this big.
oh,
It's not often that you get to work with machinery this old. They'll reach up and kind of palm the warp core on the ceiling, and with a sort of metallic click, it kind of slides across the ceiling, and they slowly lower it to the floor.
Well, this is, let's see. Is this the one that Vivian slept on top of? Or is that something else?
That would be the reactors.
The
or-
reactor.
Yeah, at the back of the ship. This is kind of in the front of the crew space before you get to the cargo.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember she slept on something warm.
The warp core is anything but warm. It is the opposite.
It is cold.
Very
It's
cold.
unwarm.
It is negative. It is beyond absolute zero. Alright,
You
so...
probably would not enjoy that at all.
No. Okay, so they set it down, and they start taking some cables from around their hip/lower back area and plugging them into various spots on the warp core as the little fox-like creature that came before crawls out of the warp core and kind of wipes some grease off of their face.
Jade doing her best to ignore the cuteness.
Vivian is just idly monitoring the situation.
Yes, yes, I'm being careful with it. I know it can explode. Yes, I am aware. Why don't you do something useful and find a power outlet? And we'll kind of look around the room, scanning it once, and then kind of wander over to where Jade is and gesture, or it's more of a gesticulation for them to move.
Like, get your ass out of my way.
Yeah.
Like, shoot.
Hey, you're in the way.
Hmm?
You're in the way.
Oh, Jade will move out of the way. She will gather what she has done and slide everything out of the way.
After Jade has been gesticulated at, the little fox creature will go over to a panel on the wall and just kind of press their fingers to where the bolts are and just kind of pull them out without even really pinching them or like obviously grasping them in any way. It's just kind of like they touch it and it slides out like a CD disc tray.
Those are some good upgrades.
And once they have the 4 bolts of the panel removed, they kind of shimmy the panel off to the side a little bit, and they start hooking up something to one of the cables in the wall and run it over to the warp core. I'll never understand why people put speedometers in these things if they aren't moving. You know, there was a time when you could stick your grasping armature out into the space jelly and tell exactly where you were and how fast you were going by the warmth of the current. But this is a lost art, obviously. Nobody practices the old ways because why would you use the old methods when we have a speedometer now, old man? They questioned and almost followed.
Space jelly?
I was gonna say the same, but that space was not.
Oh, no, you just lack the receptors to test it.
Those sound expensive.
They mean physical receptors.
Yes, it's one of our specialties, and we're not very keen to explain it to other races. It's all well and good if you figure it out on your own, but as much as a fish understands it's in water, so the saying goes.
I will take your word for it.
My brain is too small to try and figure that out, so I'll just stick with my computers.
There's a metallic pop as a cylinder of some sort slides out of the middle of the warp core. There we go. The matrix. Let's see. Where's it fried?
Jade's gonna find a spot away from where they're working to set all of her stuff back down and keep working. But
Vivian's going to look over and see if somebody is gesticulating to get a point across.
are they?
Yes, the small is looking up to Vivian pointedly.
Can I help you?
They will point down at a piece of paper that one of your front paws is on.
She's going to lift the paw.
The paper kind of sticks to your paw and, it doesn't really come off.
Seeing this, she's going to reach down with one hand and kind of lightly tug at it, see if it'll peel off.
Oh, it peels off like fly paper.
I was half expecting the cat shika 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 shika. It's not coming off shika 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 shika.
She's just kind of pulling at it, and she's not enjoying this thing being stuck to her. Does she need to roll anything to see if it comes off, or is it just like gonna come off easily enough?
Yeah, it'll come off easily enough. It's got something written on it.
Once she manages to detach it, she's going to see what it says, or see if it's what the um, creature wants. I don't remember what they're called. I don't know if anyone said what they're called, actually.
Not so far.
So
Okay,
far, it's a small diminutive squeak.
So I guess she's going to detach it from that paw, and if it's what the creature is gesturing for, she's going to give it to them carefully. She's not just going to be like, "Here you go."
It just plaps on face.
Exactly. But now she's gonna offer to them and see if that's what they want, or if they were just gesturing to let her know, then she's gonna back.
Okay, when you hand it to them, they kind of flick one ear and then hold it up from the top and point at the text that's written on it.
All right, she's gonna read it.
It says, "Print me 30 kilos of diethylmethylene."
Okay, so she's going to go over to the creation engine and do exactly that. And she kind of wonders when and how that ended up stuck to her paw.
Oh, it's a mystery. And when you look back over, that paper's gone.
She's gonna be a little bit puzzled, but she's gonna shrug it off. Yeah, the technology is weird. You can do all kinds of sorts of stuff.
So, you print off the material, and it comes in these it comes in like a pressurized canister.
Okay, she's going to pick up the canister and bring it over to the creature that wanted it. And
All right.
would you like it?
And the large mecha will look down. Oh, thank you. You can see it right there.
And so she will put it exactly where she was directed to. She's very cooperative.
You can use your words. Okay then. Thank you for being patient with them. I know they can be a hassle to handle. Well, then use your words.
She's gonna give a shrug. Oh, it's no problem. I'm just kind of passing the time.
We should have the hell space functions back online momentarily, and that should bring on the folding operations. It looks like somebody, probably the captain, not saying it's a bad thing, but somebody did an emergency warp, and the... Do you actually understand how this works at all, or am I just talking to a wall here?
I don't fully understand it, only a little bit.
Well, to put it simply, it wasn't lined up properly with the trajectory it was going to take, and that broke it. So we're getting that all lined up again.
Oh, that's good. And so she will back into her little corner and resume the bullet assembly while watching this go on. Because it only requires a small amount of attention to put these things in.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jade's probably having a panic attack.
Jeez.
He's freaking out over there.
Jade's internally. Just
Does she seem visibly distressed?
yes.
I would say so, yeah. The cute is right there, and they're not allowed to touch it.
So maybe you
I'll
just
touch
look at her a little bit and feel like, do you need assistance?
I need a lot of things.
So she can kind of tell what Jade is struggling with. And she's like, do I need to pin you down?
Ooh.
Yes. Lay on top of me so I don't do anything stupid.
It's a trap.
So she is going to tip her over and then just sit on her.
Is cow tipping the appropriate term here?
You ever wonder how it feels to get plucked?
You ever wonder how it feels to not be a big booby beach?
Nope. And I enjoy
This beach, I swear.
it. Raven, could you help? I'll pay for your food or drink or whatever you want.
Always down for some free grub.
I'm pretty sure this would go faster with 3 people.
Yeah. Fuck's my phone. It has my roller on it. Oh, there it is. Boob is going to sidle up for some
I'm gonna
ammo
buy you
loadery.
guys.
It's okay. I'll lose them.
Whoa, psychic recovery positions.
What?
Oh no.
Everyone roll me a work check.
If still wearing the headband thing. Does this
Are
apply or
you?
not? Yes. Raven hasn't taken it off. He's only turned it up or down.
Jade is not.
Let's see. Vivian is not apparently. She did not think it was necessary while at the station.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What did she roll? 61. And let's see. What stat did we say that was?
Jade.
Was it severity?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 61.
Jade got a 3.
Oh no. Is being laid on by a large cat and then just hark.
What did Raven get?
With the headband on or not?
Yeah.
Let's see, because it's just on, so that means isn't that just a +1?
Pretty much just a +1 if all you're doing is wearing it, yeah.
Alright, that would be an 88.
Okay.
And my 3 is with a +1.
So I gotta find a specific sound for Jade to hear.
Oh no. Oh, dirty. From Demo Ranch broke a spaz.
Oh no.
A $5,000 gun.
What that dumbass do?
Huh?
What do you do?
I don't know. I haven't seen the video yet, but I seen the video title.
What a dumb.
Let me see if I can find the video title again.
No, that's not it. No.
Let's see.
Okay, hold on. I'll stop streaming until I find it.
2 hours ago, we instantly broke a $5,000 PAS 12. And of course, he would be with Brandon Herrera.
Never mind, I found it immediately.
I was about to say, where ain't you streaming yet? Oh my god.
So, yeah, Jade, go ahead and listen to this, because this is what you hear.
Okay, listening. Oh. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's making me uncomfortable. What the fuck? What is going on? Oh, it feels like it's in my brain.
Yeah, that's the point.
Jason, what's that? I don't like it.
Vivian, don't you know you're supposed to use lube before you put anything in a human?
So, yeah, Jade, you're gonna have a little bit of psychic damage to recover from after that. And, that would have happened to anyone. That's just the way exposure to hell space works.
Mm-hmm.
It'll go away after a nice sleep. Oh, wait.
Yeah, what sleep? Yeah, therein lies the problem. What
shit.
sleep?
After a nice simulated brainwash protocol with your laptop, like you do every night, so that you can simulate the physical properties of sleep without actually doing it.
Yeah.
There, saved it.
Vivian's just gonna see Jade holding her head. Oh, what is going on?
Oh, Xerxes, or not Xerxes, Zitrun is here now. Well, are they?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, I see their thing lighting up, but they're not talking.
They might be getting things hooked up.
Oh, the green kind of lights up just from background noise a lot of the time on the line.
No, their inline mic broke.
Oh.
Well, I think I hear just things moving in the background. So.
No, I think it's coming through when we talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jade is still hearing it, so let's listen to it again.
Ha, you're pregnant.
Ah, there it is. If you want to listen to what Jade is experiencing, also give me a warp check.
Oh my god, did you warp me without my permission?
No.
How's a high satsu?
Jade's just cut. What?
27.
27. That is not going to be enough. You're also hearing that.
I ain't hearing shit.
Oh.
I mean, like, I'm not hearing nothing from the stream. Let me turn it up.
Oh, yeah, you should definitely turn it up.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet.
Alright, whoever's fucking stop it. Why am I in the warp? Did I accidentally click the wrong button and Mary took me somewhere?
No, so they're working on the warp core of the ship right now. The specialist is.
But I'm not on the ship.
Doesn't matter.
Anyone in the area that
like
fails
in the
this will hear
region.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on a fucking station.
You
The
are
big one.
a big one.
I
But yeah,
think I broke
anyone
the
in
pipe.
the area is subject to the hell space pulse that just went off. And the captain's in a lot of trouble.
Why?
What the hell driving? Those are illegal.
Well, they're
Cool.
not illegal, but they're not supposed to be in the possession of civilians.
That makes
It
it
sounds like
illegal.
it, so don't worry about it.
Jade kind of like gripping her hair.
Mm.
Jade, are you okay? What did you do?
Anyway, it is just a pulse, like I said, so back to happy music.
For everyone else.
Well, yeah, for everyone.
Oh, Jade's okay now?
So
The
it'll,
screaming goes away, you still have a little bit of psychic damage.
Okay. What?
I gave myself a
What's-
generic D8 damage, and I'm just gonna stress.
Jade's
Sorry,
gonna
I was
look
wrong.
up, turn around. What was that?
is going to let her up.
Thank you.
Zitron currently thinks he
Weaponized
broke a
cat
pipe.
butt.
The captain will call down, God damn it, can't I beat a level in Kaizo Mario without you fuckers breaking something?
Jade's just, I'm gonna take a walk.
You remember what happened the last time? Did you share with the class what you experienced?
Yes.
They did.
They judged you?
Yes.
Did Raven bully you?
Yes.
As it should be. You make me proud. Raven.
There was a comment about wet dog.
Rozzy would pluck you one
Oh,
feather at a time. Or all at once.
You're the kind of person who's like, bet you he tastes like turkey.
So, wait a minute.
Well, what happened? Sorry, Captain. There was some ambient buildup within the core. And you just let it go? Well, no. Their systems are damaged. Very well, continue.
Grumpy dirt noises.
Jade is going through a walk through the station. She's not going in any shops. She's just walking around the station kind of aimlessly.
She's walking it off.
Good
Yeah.
idea.
There's a
Remember-
couple of aliens just kind of on the ground writhing.
They
They'll
had
be
a
fine.
bad time.
They had a bad experience. They'll be fine.
Well, Zitron's ears are currently possibly bleeding because he had his head in a pipe when he heard it.
It's just the same sound, but echoing.
No, it
And
scares him,
reverberating.
slams his head into the pipe, hurts his horn, slams his head again.
Oh, that's the worst. When you hit your head and then fucking hit something else.
Alright.
Just banged out.
Someone's getting
Bang.
kicked in the dick.
Jade's gonna see if she can do anything to help anybody that's around.
A lot of them are just non-responsive or just in a state of panic. I don't know if there's anything you can really do to help these people right now.
Okay, well, then Jade will continue her walk while she rubs her head.
One of the medical staff will come over and ask if you're okay.
My head hurts. Like, my brain physically feels like it's hurting.
That's normal. It should go away momentarily. Here's some ibuprofen.
Thank you.
They don't give you any water. They just like shove a
The
pill in
fucking
your
army.
hand.
What's my ibuprofen?
Now, is it like the coated one, or is it just like that the regular rough pill?
It's the regular rough pill.
Nah. Well, she gonna dry swallow it.
Ugh.
that is 200% nasty.
Ugh.
That is a flex I didn't expect. Dry swallows entire ibuprofen dose. What
Just-
pussy?
What are
Well,
you,
we know
some
who
kind of
Vader is.
heathen,
Way
dry
back.
swallows pills and then eats salad with their hands?
Converts to Islam. I don't know. I think Satsu could beat you on the swallowing things dry.
I mean, maybe.
Oh well.
Alright, so what is... Oh, you're muted. About to ask
No,
what...
I'm here.
Oh, okay, I was gonna ask what
Also,
Citroen
what the
is
hell's the
up to
deal? Why is
besides...
there an entire pink list? Can we talk about this? What did I miss? Why was this posted?
I remembered to ask Jade to update their kinks after the last night's encounter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you torture them with the other dice rolls?
No.
Check Telegram. You'll see what dice rolls I'm talking about. Bully them. But yeah, Zitrun is
All
pissed,
chats.
apparently.
I would be too.
Just bong, bong.
Yeah, no. He put lizard strength together and accidentally bent a pipe in anger, and is currently trying to unbend the pipe. Why must destruction be so much easier than creation? I would be a fickle god. I don't know why the dice decided he needs to have that thought process. Oh god. A gremlin god. We don't need more Susanos and Wukongs, okay?
We really don't. Japan has enough.
This Wukong alone is enough gremlin for the entire fucking history of mankind.
He's only 4 times immortal.
2 times.
What happened to
Buddha
the other
boiled
two?
one off, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
got one punched off by the Jade Emperor.
Oh yeah, the punch.
And then there's
Just
just
how bad guys felt.
I just love that. Why didn't you come last night? Like, you know, how the hell I didn't come last night? Punished by being put under a mountain for a couple 100 years. Just the whole mountain.
An entire ass mountain and a headband that squeezes tighter if they do something wrong.
You know, and
Or,
the
well,
bracelets that resist.
Was it doing something wrong, or was it you speak a command word?
I think it changes because there's a shitload of Journey to the West cannons. And there's also the bracelets that make him weaker.
Casually, Goku's weighted vest.
That's where they got the idea from, was from Wukong. Goku was literally just Wukong. His whole
Yeah.
story.
I don't remember what came first, Supersonic or Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan was a comic first, I think.
Yeah, it was a manga earlier.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they're related.
I mean, they're both golden, so probably.
They're both gold, it's a power-up, they can fly. Well, Goku can fly normally, I guess.
Actually, I hate people that use that to tell me so. If it's in regards to Dragon Ball and they say actually, they're about to be the most obnoxious fucking thing you've ever heard. They just are. They're.
Actually,
Oh my god, shut up.
with a K and an SH.
Yeah. So that's what he's doing. Then I think once he's done with all of the stuff that he's doing on the ship, it's probably going to be, or the station, probably going to be going back to the ship and then inquiring if anyone else heard the really loud moans and or screams, and if anyone has a pipe debending tool.
A pipe unbender.
Yeah.
Anti-bender.
Bloodbend. Wow.
Bend
Oh,
into...
Right back.
Unbend.
Okay, so when you go from the station to the station,
Yeah.
there's a few aliens around that are just kind of like under some blankets. Some of them are curled up on the floor, holding their knees to their chest or their equivalent thereof. There's like this big group of. They kind of look like ducks, like huddled together in a big pile.
Oh,
I'm glad I'm not the only one. He has affixed one of his spare sweat rags around his head to try and mitigate the throbbing.
And let's see, you get back to the ship without any issue.
Yeah. Oh.
And there is a mech in the warp core bay, taking up about half of the volume of that space, and a small, fluffy, cute-looking fox creature that just kind of looks to you as you enter and goes,
Hey. Zitrun climbs in a vent and vents his way to the proper area.
"What is the proper area that you're looking for here?"
Proper area is up. Is it up technically? If I remember the layout. Up towards where the captain would normally sit in his cozy little zone of the command center. Not actually in it, but his little stretch of land. That's where the creation engine starts, or I guess starts, and everything else ends.
So the creation engine is in the crew area near the back, where
That's it.
the basically on the other side of the wall for where the generators and everything is.
That's where I'm going then, back to his little hovel.
Yeah. Alright, so I mean that's literally like a 2-minute walk if you want to sidestep around the thing.
Nope. Vents. One direction.
Alright. So you decide to take the 15-minute route.
Mostly because the cool metal might make his head stop throbbing. Especially the root of his horns, which hurt like a bitch right now because there was a lot of pressure applied when he hit him. Like there's bone attached to bone, or it's keratin technically attached to the bone, but still, the skin is weak.
So you're back over in the area where Vivian is sitting on top of Jade, and Raven's there too, I guess.
yeah, hanging out.
Just
I
being
was
the
gonna.
popcorn theater.
So
Yeah.
You know what? He's not even gonna not bothering, just clamoring out of vent. You know what? Fuck it. He's the weird one here in this whole thing. Somehow. Some way. Hooves clanging, just flopping down, putting vent back, and just sitting there. Silently just wondering about his life choices up to this moment.
Wondering how this happened.
So,
How
yeah.
did we get here? Where do we go now?
Moaning is the only thing he says to the trio. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm just trying out the thing. 'Cause I know that's something you do, so I was gonna give it a try, see if it worked out for my feathery ass. Which it appears to have not.
Yeah. Years back. So yeah, Why? There we go, that's the word we're looking for. Just, this. You know, Why? No, just why? How? Why and how? Mostly why?
Well, I mean, we need to fix some stuff, and they're doing weird science breaky, bending the rules of nature. Science
No. That. And then they'll just gesture to the scene of Cat and Gremlin. Why?
I am
What
returning.
did I miss? It's been like 18 hours.
Oh, Vivian's trying to help Jade from making a regrettable mistake of doing something cute towards the cute. No offense intended.
Wait, what was she trying to do? To the who?
Look at the technicians.
Yes,
you got
deadly warrior.
Yeah. And wait, what? But the small fluffy one.
Killers know killers, Raven.
This is a fair point. But yes, like I said,
Dropping the "I killed people" bomb in conversation.
And still, this does not phase Vivian.
Vivian just, when your planet's on fire.
Kill people.
It would be more of a surprise if he hasn't.
Pretty much.
Meanwhile, one of the station security guard kind of barges into the room, and what the fuck is... You know, never mind, and he walks away.
My thoughts exactly! So, that clears it up. Jade being Jade. Ah. It finally hit his nose.
So, what did I miss there?
Jade being Jade is why there's a cat on Jade. He's in that time frame where you were sitting on her.
Oh. Yes, that was to prevent Jade from trying to cuddle the cutes.
From winding up ripped in half by a mechanical monstrosity.
Yes, exactly.
Who smells like shame?
And we probably also
points at Jade. Just point.
Sometimes I wonder if I should just have these fucking glands removed from my nostrils.
Just think how boring it would be.
Exactly! Keen sense of smell, everyone wants one. Zitrun having to smell the horror on everything. Just in public, he smells horror. In here, he smells just horrible stuff. Unsightly sounds, unsmelly sounds, ungodly stenches everywhere.
A smelly smell.
Smell most foul. A parfum of distaste.
A smell that smells... Schmelly.
Smelly shelly. Alright. Good job, guys. We did it. I don't know what we did, though. I mean, you gotta let them up at any point. Surely they can't do anything horrible right now. Maybe. I don't know.
The captain calls down from the navigation center. I'm adding the psychic recovery bill to your expenses. And the robot just kind of turns and leans back past the wall. That's fine. Goes back to whatever they were doing.
It's one of those, that's fair.
I love it. He will reveal his stash when he opens the vent and reaches in, pulls a false cover off, and fetches food from it.
Huh. Right. The rolls that I got had Raven turn away purposefully when they saw him. By the time he turned back around, it's like, I did not see anything. You cannot blame me if things have gone missing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, because Zitrun's a gremlin, and their dice decided he likes extremely hot things. That's a cruel joke. Lives on a desert planet. Let's eat something that dehydrates you.
You know, it actually makes sense, because spicy foods come from hot climates.
Yeah.
Which
Cruel
you
joke,
wouldn't
though.
really think of that.
His snack is essentially just naturally just natural dried peppers soaked in some kind of honey.
Some sort of ambrosia.
These are whole ass pepper seeds and all, mind you, just dried. Alright, guys, good job. So, what have you guys done that's productive while I was gone?
Vivian is just going to gesture to the partially completed belt of ammunition.
I see.
Working on this. Got a long way to go, but I figured it's a good way to pass the time.
Why
It
didn't
is kind
Jade
of
just
therapeutic.
print a filled belt?
Nah.
Beats
He
me.
probably had dick on the brain. Or
Hey,
pretty
Jade, what?
dang near it by the sound of it.
Jade, why do you smell like shame?
Jade. Shame. There's nothing shameful about what I did.
I guess
Which
owning
one
up
of
to
you
it is
two
part
was
of
it?
that.
Did they finally make their leap after the captain?
No. I found a roadhouse called Randall's Roadhouse Roundhouse. Roundhouse Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay. So we're just gonna call it
Yeah. And there was a lot of fascinating people in there. The waiter
Lot of
was a
fascinating.
skeleton.
What?
The waiter was a skeleton.
You let the bones go to waste?
He was a living skeleton. Why would I do anything with those?
Animals are alive until they're not.
Well, this was a living skeleton, no meat, except for the eyes. He had eyes.
Zero. Them eyes. Those are juicy. That's pretty good.
Well, something tells me if I tried to take his eyes, he would take everything of mine. Make me like a skeletal bride or something.
Nah, that's too much thickness to waste. No anything of a variety.
There were two gentlemen at a table. One was like really tall, had 6 golden arms on his back.
Cool.
The other one, I only got to see his arm
Why didn't you take them?
because something tells me if I tried to take them, I would get punched through oblivion.
You fell through a building before, you'd be fine.
Yes, but I was in a steel sarcophagus.
Put a table in front of you, then steal one.
Oh, you know, I hear Oblivion's not so bad. They made a game about it.
Yeah. But
That's enough to
the-
read
the-
to.
the one that I really liked was this girl named Razi.
Hmm.
She taught me how to use magic.
Raven just
Oh.
kind of puts the grabby end of his wing up a little ways down from the bottom of where his chin would be on his chest. Yeah, they also taught him how to go about this far too.
So what if she's 22 inches?
Oh no, we're just confirming where the shame smell is coming from.
Again, not shameful.
Hmm.
It was a perfectly valid transaction.
No, Jesus Christ, put a bell on you. I like how Zitron just gets startled by random things. Thank you, Dice.
Ah, yes, I'm here now.
Hello, Captain.
Oh, yeah.
I would like
That's
to not look at a bill that's big enough to completely negate all of our money earnings from that expedition we nearly died on.
But we didn't nearly die.
We could have sacrificed Old. Where's Olin?
That's a
He's around here somewhere.
You know, I think he's hanging out in the engine bay. It's warm in there. I
Yeah.
hear bunnies like warm.
But your bunny's like lettuce
Also,
too.
I need to look at something. She's gonna get the coin that she was tossed and kind of look at it.
If there was text on it, it's just boxes.
Font literally doesn't exist. God damn it.
You,
It
you
would
don't have this
exist.
font pack installed on.
No, I got the confusing ass symbols if you want to see them.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, hold on. Let me see.
Sleepy fox.
I don't think I can send it digitally because this text doesn't exist on the digital spectrum, apparently. I tried to send it to Foxhole and had to send them a screenshot.
Oh, yeah, it's not a default format.
There you go. That's what's on the coin.
Where'd you send it? Oh, to me?
There. To you.
Oh.
Oh, you should send it in Darkcast too, so the people
Oh.
watching can actually look at something
Yep.
instead of just text.
True. Hold on.
I
Mobile.
I'm
have no
saying
idea.
this to distract people that only listen and make them jealous for the people that actually watch the stream for some reason.
Right? Those people are awesome.
The people
Those
that
people are
like get all of the hidden visual gags that we don't talk about.
Everything in the background's crap.
It's just kind of. I have no idea what this says.
It's a smiley face.
Well, I see the smiley face. It's a
It
winky
proves
face.
helpful.
Yeah, that's a winky face, yeah.
It says Uyin ik Aetis Aetis.
Wait, is this from be able to read it because he knows runes and the similar languages?
Pretty sure these are not runes.
No, that's Gothic.
Um,
It's a
Gothic
proto-demonic
might
thing
be
or
too many
something.
steps removed.
You're gonna have to get a scholar.
Yeah. Well, the
Captain.
captain's still trying. Antan Sibin Iras Sons Etim.
No, that looks like a pitchfork. That's not a Y though. That's like a P or don't be stupid, Zikra. Oh, it looks like a cross. Crosses are T's. There we go. I help. Smiley face and a T.
Oh, yeah, okay, so Treyas. I used to know a woman named Treyas.
Was she pretty?
Well, I mean, they went to war a lot.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Let's see. Nins. Fimp. Nin, again. Alright, what do I summon?
Ooh.
Oh, did you read the bottom?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, fuck.
He's
the
saying
captain-
it way wrong. I actually have some idea of the
But the
proper way to
captain
say
has
this.
magic, isn't he?
The captain. Okay, so the captain has Terran Psyker abilities, but he doesn't use them a whole lot because it tends to freak people out. And he also has spell song magic. So he's partially magically attuned, but not fully. I don't think he can actually summons anything. He wasn't like a summoner on his planet.
He gets like this faint dial tone in his ear that goes away after a second.
Just doot, click.
Oh, why don't you ask the internet? There's
Yeah,
always
but-
somebody on there that knows everything, obviously.
Yeah, but like
He's
you
gonna-
know, it's only gotten worse since the Galnet opened up and connected to the extranet. Like, you know, people just go on there and lie all day. I was shocked too, you know, to find out that you know you really think people would go online and just lie about things, but you know, apparently
Yeah.
some people just have nothing better to do.
Surely there's some sort of online free encyclopedia of knowledge that you can acquire information from,
There is.
Well, not free.
and or specialist.
There's a Wodopedia.
No, that all the Wikipedia off branches turned into a subscription model.
Gay.
Nobody was paying for their fucking their what was it, the donation campaign that they do every year. they tried putting up ads, but everybody like freaking revolted. So they're like, okay, fine, subscription service, fuck you. But like at that point, it was so established as a source of like actually reliable information that people shelled out cash for it. First, it was the scholars, obviously.
And then it was the people who wanted to know things.
Yeah,
Jade,
the people that wanted to win online arguments.
Jade's going to kind of like write the symbols down. Well, she's gonna take a picture of the coin on her laptop of the symbols,
All right.
and then But I'm gonna go see if I can find out what these mean.
We should go find a bookstore. That's where I got all this helpful information. Oh, great. Was it
Where's-
gonna go?
Could you show me where the bookstore is?
Yeah, just 1 second. He's gonna make sure to update warp-related head clanging. So yeah,
Make sure autocorrect doesn't change that for you, because head clanging and head banging are very different injuries.
I made sure. They will add, you know what? They'll add head banging, warp-related head injuries in general. There we go. Okay, yeah, this way to the bookstore. Peppers, come with me.
Jade will follow Zitrone.
Oh, interesting. They've gotten to the glowing section of the warp core.
Now Jade will not be tempted to pet the cute.
Oh yeah, just casually jerk off glowing.
Circle radiation can heal you.
I mean, if applied properly,
Correctly?
yes.
Yeah. Dude, fucking Kyle Hill's got a whole 1 hour fucking video on it. How sharing card radiation can be used to heal.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
well,
cool.
Library.
Livery.
You're being guided by the small gremlin eating peppers.
Yeah, I take it you're there. In fact, you're already there.
Yay. Is
There you
there. Thank you.
Yeah, the store is literally called their library.
Well, who is tending to the library? Librarian.
I'll stand here.
There is a creature behind the kiosk that has a name tag that just translates to me.
Jade will walk over there. Hello. I was wondering if there was any books that had runes like these, and she's gonna show them the coin.
They will peer at it with all 6 of their eyes. Kind of rub 2 of their arms across their chin. And then they'll look at their left arm, and then bring up their other left arm, and then bring up the other left arm that has a watch on it. And then they'll head away from the counter and start scanning a hand, or well, I guess it's more of a claw shape, across the individual book spines. They'll pull one down and flip through some of the pages before putting it back and scanning for another one. And they'll bring one down that uses similar runes. They're not exactly the same.
Maybe this would be good enough.
It's what is it? It's what came after Gothic? Was it German?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I can't remember I think Gothic came after Proto-Germanic and Old German came after Gothic, so I know.
Yeah. Old German is what I'm thinking of. That's a weird step in the fucking linguistic history there too. You got old German, Gothic German. Wait, Proto-German, Gothic, Old German.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Fucking weird. It's like bilateral and unilateral fucking shit. It's weird. Let's see if I can find it. What was it?
Why did those people have to build that damn tower?
Yeah.
You know, the people near the top, they fell the furthest, and they ended up creating languages that were really deep and guttural to express their pain. And the people that were near the bottom, they got crushed under all the stones, so their language was really whispery and whimsical, like French. And then you have people that were like somewhere in the middle, you know, English.
Well, either way, Jade will ask if she can either rent or buy it.
But yeah.
You can rent it for a week, and then you gotta return it.
Okay. How much to rent it?
It's free.
Oh, okay. Jade will rent.
It's a library. Have you never been to a library before?
You know how long it's been since I've been to a library? I know you have to pay for like a library card.
Yeah, but it's like $5.
Does Jade have to get a library card?
No.
Okay. Well, Jade will rent the book and thank the.
I mean, they got your information. Why do they need a library card?
True.
I mean, you could make the same argument today, but oh, to get a library card, we need 3 forms of identification. Oh, but all I have is my driver's license. Okay, just show me that. Okay, gives you a library card anyways, but I thought you needed 2 more. Well, now you have a second form of identification, don't you?
I remember I was at this event. They had the library near where I lived when I grew up. Had a stand there, and I showed them my old library card, and they're like, "Oh, this is vintage."
Ooh, mint.
Well, Jade will take the book and go back to the ship position.
Alright, so you head back to the ship. I think I still have my old library card. Because I have a library card from a library that doesn't exist anymore. It got taken down.
Same.
Oh, okay.
Which, like, that's a weird concept, isn't it? A library that got, like, taken down and abandoned.
Mhm.
Like, what would even be the reason for that? Oh, keeping the air conditioning running at this facility is costing the city too much money. It's a library.
Mhm.
It's not like they're running the AC 24/7 there, guys. They're books.
Jade's gonna sit down and she's gonna bring her laptop over and she's gonna see if she can decipher the runes on the thing, on the coin with the book.
Well, see, you might be able to figure it out if the entire book wasn't written in that same sort of similar rune system. So you're gonna need a. You're
Another
probably
book.
gonna need like 3 books to figure this out.
Yeah. Jade's gonna get up. I'll be back. She's gonna go back to the library. She's gonna. Hello.
The
Do you
creature
have?
will look to you again.
Do you have any other books that can translate this into Terran?
They will sort of tilt their head, I guess you could call it.
Mm-hmm.
I can envision what this creature looks like, but describing it with words is a challenge. I would have to draw it, and I don't have time for that. It's already 8:30. I'll go ahead and speed this along a little bit. After several trips back and forth, you end up with about 5 different books where you start with one of the symbols on the coin. You find an appropriate alphabet for it in one of the books, and you find an equivalent letter for the first book that you got using that alphabet, and then you can figure out what some of the words are in the first book by referencing their equivalent meanings in a third book, and that third book is written in a way that you need the fourth and fifth books to turn the third book's words into Terran.
How long does this process take, Jade?
It takes you about 2 to 5 minutes per word, and then 10 to 20 words to figure out what a letter on the coin might be.
This is an all-day process.
It's a long process. I've done this before. It is a headache.
You know how much of a pain in the ass it was for me to take English and turn it into that? Maybe about 8 hours.
Well, Jade's gonna spend her time doing
We're
that.
back.
Alright.
On the ship with like 5 books in her laptop.
Yeah. Little laptop VI helping you along, trying to write some sort of script to speed this up. Oh no, it's distracted by the Doki.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hello, little doggy.
The Doki is rolling a ball of yarn around the screen. Oh no.
Little doggy, what are you doing? We are busy. We are working.
Oh no, the screen is becoming covered in yarn.
Stop! She's gonna try and flip the yarn off the screen with her mouse.
Moving the mouse around just makes the screen shake. The yarn wiggles and flows with the shakes.
What are you doing? Stop, please! Please stop. Could you help, please?
The VI is running around with scissors cutting the yarn into smaller strips, and the Doki is running around stringing it around.
No! Stop, please!
They're not making a whole lot of progress. The yarn ball is steadily getting smaller, but the bottom of the screen is also steadily filling up with yarn strips.
She's gonna see if she can, like, grab the Doki with the mouse and just kind of flicker off screen.
Okay, let's see. Give me a dexterity check.
Okay. I know I got bonuses to this. Bring back the sheet. Where is it? You said a dexterity?
Yeah.
Shit, I do not have any bonuses for that. Yeah. 58.
Okay, you managed to just about catch the Doki with the edge of your mouse before they jump away. And you you do that thing that you can do with cats where you grab them by the scruff of the neck. And you just flick them off screen.
Yeah.
little laptop VI sets about cleaning up the strips, putting them into the wastebasket.
Chuck putting it in the recycle bin.
Tiny doggy ears on the edge of the screen.
No. Very important work here.
The ears are just kind of like bobbing as they go from one side of the screen to the other, just traveling around the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Plotting.
Jade will help the cleanup by dragging sections of string into the wastebasket, into the recycle bin.
Oh,
Oh, no.
emergency broadcast.
No, it's an Amber Alert.
That's an emergency broadcast.
That's why they made harnesses, so you don't lose the little bastards.
Down here in Florida, we get silver alerts. Deranged old person driving vehicle.
That is an emergency.
One day I asked somebody that actually works with the system, like, why do we even put out silver alerts? Isn't that just Florida? Old person and vehicle. Yes, but they don't know where they are. And?
You're like, and how is this different from regular Florida?
Exactly. Well,
The
usually when
Florida
they get to
first.
the age where they stop remembering where they're at, they've been demoted to golf cart.
Yes. That happens.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
It's safer. It's got like a
Better
max
be-
speed of, what, 30 miles an hour?
And being forklift.
I remember my grandpa had this smoky old golf cart he used to drive around property all the time, run over everything. There's this giant cloud of smoke following it around. Sounded like a bad chainsaw or
Oh man, they had one of the gas
motor,
ones.
whatever.
They take wreck fuel or leaded?
I think it took whatever he put in it.
Oh,
Oh, one of those.
he would be lucky if it actually got gasoline.
Yeah, this is 90 proof. Look.
Those
Like,
little engines, they don't actually have
the
valves in them. They've got lead
quality of
valves.
the gasoline was seriously in question. They've been sitting in the tank for 30 years.
It's still gasoline. It works.
Mostly water at this point. It's separated out, but yeah, it still works.
It's like, check the gas and fill the oil.
Should
Yeah.
we get new gas, Grandpa? Nah, it's fine.
Nah, yeah.
Should we dump this out in a sand pit or something? Get rid of it sensibly, and make the yard smell?
You want to know how the 1980s Scientific American magazine recommended you get rid of oil? Like motor oil? Like used nasty old blacker than black motor oil?
Wasn't it like dig a hole, dump it, and then bury it or something?
It was a little more involved, but essentially that.
Yeah, I
Post-hole
remember
digger.
the diagram, and I was like, essentially, they're just burying it.
Returning it to the earth from whence it came.
I'm done with this now. You can have it back.
What you should really do is shave all your motor oil and transmission fluid runoff. Because if you know what you're doing, you can turn that into diesel later.
If you know what you're doing, you can turn it back into motor oil.
True.
Anyway,
How long does it take Jade to clean up her computer and them to get back to work?
Oh, like an hour.
Ah,
meanwhile, Vivian over there just click, click, click,
Now,
click, click, click.
slave labor. Hashtag justice for cats.
I forgot. Burb was going to join Kate in the clicking.
Jade's gonna pay. Jade is paying them in food and booze.
Like, are we supposed to assume that 22 inches is big? I just want to bring that up.
Jade, well, it's the biggest I've had.
Are you saying you're longer than you are tall?
Wow.
Certainly lighter.
Uh,
Also, the roll on affixing Boogits to Boogazine strip is 93 for the bird.
Ooh.
Bird is
Doing about
fast.
3 of them every 2 seconds.
They
it's
got
like
the,
that
they
one
don't have
hamster. Like that one hamster slamming shit down to Ramstein.
it's the they don't have the longer, more dexterous fingies. They got the little bit stumpier but somewhat stronger fingers. So 2 at a time. Chick, 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 chick.
Nah, they just like grab a fistful without even looking and just like slide their hand across and it slots them all in. Years of practice with pickpocketing.
Yep.
Yes, this works better.
So what kind of magic can you do now? Factors?
Jade, no. They taught me how to focus my anger and make lightning shoot out of my hand when I punch.
You just use a gun.
Yeah, but what if I don't have a gun?
Oh my god, you can put your finger up someone's butt and tase them into the either most painful or most amazing orgasm of their life.
Would you like to be the first subject then, Raven?
Yeah.
I am doing Boogit things for you. You back off your weird perverse nature.
Well, I suppose you put anything up my butt, that fucking finger's gone. I will snap it off at the fucking joint.
I'm not gonna put anything up your butt, Citron.
Put some up your butt, fucking with me.
It's fine with me.
I've made a grave error. I've made some kind of mistake. Continues to eat peppers. Well, I guess you could really put the fist to him, huh? I fixed a lot of Mary, by the way.
Oh, this is good.
Yep. Hey, does anybody have a pipe unbender, by the way?
No.
Not on hand, but we probably figure out a way to make one. Yeah.
If you know the dimensions of the pipe, you could just get the creation engine to post one.
Yeah, I should do that. I actually bit one.
It's not important, is it?
Well, it's part of like the ventilation or something. I don't know, or hydroponics.
Oh, so that's why it smells like dead people in here.
I was fixing something, and yeah, I'm sorry, I was fixing something. Somebody moaned in my ear. I slammed my head. I slammed my elbow. I slammed my chin. I slammed my horns. Pulled my head out and bent the pipe in 2 pieces like a V.
Oh, you played that old Terran game Pong with your face in the pipes. That's unfortunate. I am sorry to hear this.
Pipe lost.
Oh, there's a metallic scratching sound as the warp core is lifted back up towards the ceiling.
I didn't do it. I am falsely accused of whatever it is I was accused of falsely.
That sounds like a lie.
Today on Will It Glenn.
Well, I don't know.
He heard a trader say that once, and another trader said, "You fucking say pause."
You say pause, right now.
Because remember, all the traders these day and age would basically just, they would just be shit posters. Because they are the younger generation. So instead of like, hey, Jim, it's like, hey, you got that thing? You got that report I asked you to file? I was like, hey, you got my shit, man? Yeah, hold on.
You got that thing I sent you?
Yeah, pretty funny.
We're at the point where office slang is gotten out into the streets and is being used to talk about drugs and illicit activities. As per my last email, blat blat blat.
The guy jumps up from a fucking balcony. To whom it may concern, grenade launcher.
Carbon copy all. Oops.
Where's Waldo? Right fucking here.
Come on, man. I need some of that toner, man.
Best I can do is whitey.
Cartridges.
You got some cartridges.
Fucking black ink cartridges cost more than the fucking printer. It's fucking insane.
It's a fucking scam. It's a 700% markup.
My printer
HP.
needs a cyan cartridge before I can print anything else.
That's also a scam. It shouldn't be using any blue.
Yeah.
All I want is a black and white document.
You use too much blue and you get an Osica, and that's not a problem we can handle right now. You're the workhorse
That's
problem.
So
That's
let's
a
see.
problem.
Things that printer companies are doing to fuck you over. Using blue when you're just
Exists.
printing black and white. Overcharging for the ink because it's the cheapest thing in the world to make. Literally 12 cents for a cartridge. Charging way under the actual value of the printer, which doesn't sound like it's fucking you over, but that means that they can make it really super stupid cheap, and you can't tell.
Let's go photocopying printers. It'll be cool. Yeah, fuck Xerox. Look at what we got now.
Let's see, what else?
Laser
There's
cringe
actually
order.
a little microchip in the ink cartridges now, so they can tell if you refilled it, and they know exactly how much ink you have, and they'll tell you to go buy more, or just flat out refuse to print more, even if there's half an ink cartridge left.
Yeah.
Oh, the chip shortage that we've been dealing with because retards and reasons. HP, one of the biggest ink producers, or cartridge producers, had to start producing non-DMCA chips.
That's over now.
It is?
Yep.
Oh.
There was
That
a
should be
very
fucking
brief period of time when you could get non-DMCA chips, and you can't even use them anymore, because they expect you to have a chip now, and if you put in a cartridge without one, it's like, oh, sorry, not going to work.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But that
Xerox
just goes
is
to
cool.
prove that they could sell you ones without the chip in it at, like, a higher price even than they already mark it up. But they just choose not to, because they'd rather be wasteful.
It's
Yeah,
pretty scuzzy.
Another thing is, I think they have a way of telling when ink was bought, so if the ink is just too old, it'll tell you to buy something because you didn't buy it recent enough.
Oh yeah, they've got timers on them built in.
So,
Another thing is
expiry
they'll
might be a good thing,
purposefully
'cause-
tell the inkjet to splatter instead of printing properly, so that you'll start messing with it, trying to figure out like what's going on with it, and then they'll be able to say, oh well, you took it apart to try and figure it out, so your warranty is voided. You're gonna have to buy a whole new machine now. Upgrade, fucker.
So, anyways,
That's why I use a laser engraver to print my documents. You can't run out of light.
Ha! Says you! Solar eclipse. Checkmate.
sun just disappears.
It's solar
Oh, no.
eclipses, and then the sun doesn't come out the other side. The moon just takes off. It's like, oh,
Like,
oh no.
oh.
Everyone's like, yeah, solar eclipse is so cool. I can't believe we get to see it in full. Well, wait a second.
It's like, where'd the moon go?
Where'd
Where'd
the
the sun
sun go?
go?
What that sun doing?
Shut.
That would be concerning, though, if the sun started moving fast enough to keep up with the moon and was just leaving. It's like, hey, hang on a second.
Who put the brakes on?
Well, anyway,
Actually, I think in the sky. Well, you know what? I don't remember how exactly.
If something affected the solar mass enough to make it move that dramatically, the planet's orbit wouldn't be able to catch up, and we'd either get slung off into outer space or dive bomb directly into the local mass.
Pretty much.
Either way, it's death, because I don't think we have any facilities ready to go just in case that happens.
Wait, just in case what happens?
We get slung off into outer space.
We got bigger problems. Like, where the fuck's the sun? Because, like, or better yet, how the fuck does something overcome the momentum of gravity from the sun? That's 98% of the gravity in the fucking solar system.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about
Aliens.
Fucking, you guess what? Aliens are about to die because you got a giant rock full of space rednecks coming at you now.
A rock full of angry space lemurs.
Like an ant hive that learned how to get nuclear arms at the library.
Sir, they're approaching us with what? Nuclear-powered ships? Oh, well, we'll just send an EMP at them. No, you don't understand. They're using explosions as a propellant.
It,
What?
it. Not far-fetched. 1960s did it. We
Yeah,
had a
I know,
ship that
that's
was
what I'm
propelled by
referencing.
TNT.
Here they are, boys!
That would be the biggest yeehaw chuckle fuck moment.
It just approaches at the speed of fuck you, turns ship around, leaves at the speed of fuck you.
Just by showing up and turning around, you devastate the enemy.
Sir, they're turning their ships. I think they're fleeing. No, they're not.
Blast area not clear.
Get fucked, nerd.
Hey, guess what? We brought rocks. Get fucked. Humans
If any race
are
in a
very
galactic
good at throwing
society-
rocks.
It's like, if any race in the galactic society is gonna fucking slingshot an asteroid at you, it's gonna be humans. May he who lives on a fucking nuke cast the first stone.
So yes, there's a pair of people going click, 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 click. I don't know. Remember where she went? Wander off, or is she back?
I think Jade's here.
They're doing stuff at her
I'm
computer,
here.
trying to
Yeah, they're
Decipher
trying to
the coin.
clean up their laptop.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
and decipher what the fuck the coin says.
Yeah.
Did that guy get upset with you coming back for books, by the way?
No.
No, I got it. All that says push. There you go.
What?
I don't know. That's the joke of runes. All runes just say push.
Push but circular. Push but not circular.
Push but up, push down, push back, push forward, push at an angle, push slowly, push quickly. Push
But also
in
pull
a
at the same
zigzag.
exact time.
Push but electric.
Push, but in all directions towards this one.
Could you use a push rune to break out of dimensions?
You need a really big fucking circuit, but yeah.
It would be part of it. There's a lot better runes for that. You could, in this campaign setting, you could use a push circuit to get to a higher plane, and you could warp like that. That's why the warp core has runes on it. It's using part of that in its system.
Zitrun's definitely gonna like write all of those down too. By the way.
You cannot see them. They're
Oh, they filled up again.
they are very buried within the actual subsystems of the machinery. You had an opportunity to see them at one point with the last specialist that was coming in, but it would have been like such a small part of the overall circuit that if you tried to copy it down, you would actually just blow up.
It would be a good time for him to test that other circuit he wrote down from the station.
Maybe.
I feel like Zitrun's gonna do it and he's gonna disappear and end up in a completely different universe. Distressed lizard.
I mean, proto-magic mat trans technology is pretty complicated. You might end up at any old mat trans, and then how are you gonna go home? It's not
Reverse
runes, it's technology. This is different.
Hope he winds up somewhere with runes and then do it in reverse.
You would have to figure out the orientation of the current universe and the original, and push towards the original.
Or just get lucky and somehow wind up at the Chaos Market. Oh god, that'd be horrible. He doesn't like people. What's he gonna do in a crowd? I mean, aside from getting, aggravated assault charges on his record.
Gonna have an aneurysm.
I don't think anyone's tried to start a fight in the Bazaar yet.
Yeah, well, what he's gonna do if he ever winds up there is probably try and recreate that scene from Animal House. A food fight.
You're not trapped in here. I'm not trapped in here with you.
I am their king now. What did you do? What didn't I do?
Whatever I did, they respected me for it.
What did you do today, honey? Oh, what didn't I do? Local girl catches God, releases it.
Right.
Stats.
That's gotta be on purpose, right? Like, if you're the god of all Pokemon and you give yourself shit stats after being caught, like...
That's intentional.
Yeah.
Keep you out of the Pokeball. That's if they're like a competitive player and they're not like me and just like, ooh, another one to add to the collection because I appreciate you all cuties. Catch the Pokemon. Proceeds to use only 6 the entire game. And only 3 of those 6 ever see good use.
Right.
Pipe unbending machine. And yeah. They're gonna need that to get back to what they were doing.
So you grab the pipe unbender from the creation engine. And I guess you head out.
Anything else that's important? They've had their snacks. They've helped. They've hindered appropriately. What was something else that was on my giant list of things that they need? Yeah, I don't think they might be good. Oh, and a handheld scanner, because why not? Just so they can get some payback to the station with scan spam. Now, that's also partially because they're fucking curious about everything, and they don't want to walk to a console every 5 minutes and explain to Mary that they need to know what it is or they'll die. that's pretty much what they're gonna do. Inform everyone that they're going back to the big station to do the work on it, and if they need them, then they can come get them. Or rather, they're going to tell Vivian that.
Okay, noted.
Well, one has been identified.
Captain's too busy, but she's more responsible than the captain at this point, I think. There's a bold assumption I know that the captain was responsible.
Bold of you to assume that you're right no matter what you say.
Sure. Okay. Well, somebody else can do something. You want?
What do
Or we
Raven
can let
do?
Jade.
Well,
Aside
no,
from
someone
load
else
book-
can't do something. It's the end of the session.
We got 8 minutes.
We got 8 minutes.
Oh, well, what are you gonna do in 8 minutes?
See what Raven do. See if Jade figured out the coin.
Yeah.
Punch Vivian and get stabbed in retaliation twice.
Punches Vivian. Vivian just floofs up and rolls on you. Just stabbed in the chest 38 times.
38 stab wounds. I fucking love that game.
Oh no, Vivian has discovered a new joy of fashion. Corpse attire. Just by floofing up and running at maximum speed into someone. Ah yes, you will adorn my queen nicely. But Bird is just quickly and enjoying themselves on top of the quickly loading up the shells. Just this is satisfying.
It really is soothing.
You know,
Oh,
I
that
hope
one was
you're
in
able
backwards.
to keep
Oh,
up
well.
that pace in combat.
I think one got put on backwards.
You just shoved ass first through the casing.
through the hardened, cheap ass shaped sheet steel to specifically fit only one way. Just it's like, oh,
Well, that doesn't sound right.
that'll be fine. We'll just keep going.
The fucking lip on the butt of the bullet's all curled over.
It's like, oof. Just continuing. Chick. Yeah, Raven has a case of small brain disorder with this one. Just chick. It's turning into a fixation. No, Raven, stop rolling that way.
It makes the satisfying click clacks.
Just
He's gonna need like one of these cheap ass steel shapes and a fake bullet to just press in and out of the shape when they're feeling fidgety.
stop it. No.
It's like clicking a pen.
Well, I mean, remember how he was with the scan button.
So, has Jade made any progress on the coin?
I mean, a little bit.
Ooh. What's a little bit?
Well, you figured out what all the letters in the first word are.
It's also less than a lot of it.
That's truth. That's almost a whole lot,
God damn it.
The nice thing about the first word is it's in this thing twice.
Yay!
But you didn't realize it because whoever made the mold made it a little bit sloppy the second time around.
You were
Going
talking
to
about
stab
the,
you.
talking about the word. It's the very, very first word in the whole thing. You have deduced that is the word call.
Call.
Oh
Hey,
no, I'm
baby,
talking
one more
about the the first word in the series with the dashes.
Oh, those are numbers.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's the number?
Oh. Ocho. I don't know why. Hey, I was just thinking of the Ocho fucking from Dodgeball.
Okay. So the first number is 8. Progress.
Burgers.
Smiley face. Citron gave you a T and a smiley face. You're welcome.
Yes.
That's all you needed.
So you get.
He only knows because that one looks kind of like a rune that is often a misplacer for a T. Other than that, you're on your fucking own. You're on your own on the rest of it, though. All he could give you was those 2 pieces of information. Captain maybe might have sort of summoned something. He doesn't know.
He got a dial tone, and he was just jokingly, like, trying to read it out in not even Terran. Also, how's that turn into call?
The one up top?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can explain the process here. Okay, so let's see. Double check. I did quite a while of it. You good?
Yeah. Jade's just gonna 8.
Eh.
7.
No, this word right here is a number. It's 8.
Hear a mournful, screechy little squawking noise. I got my finger in with one of the bullets.
How do you do that?
Why are you screaming randomly?
Because I found out one of the words is 8.
8 what?
And then
Oh.
that becomes call from it's the old it's the infinitive participle, which is I think zira what is it? It's Hidan or Hivan or something, which basically translates depth. So fun thing about Gothic, it's technically not German, it's a Crimean language. So, you know, but they kind of sprouted up from the Goths and the Visigoths. All of them did, and they were all in that area. So deciphering it is you can decipher it using either old German shit or old Cyrillic stuff, but Cyrillic stuff is wonky. I took the easier route using the German stuff. Yeah. Formative is a dir or desir or a sagen. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. That's call. That's how that person up there is.
Rufen Sieden Krakenwagen.
Yay. And this first word is call.
The 8 is the Atau? Atau? Atau?
So Jade is happy. She has deciphered 2 words.
We'll find out what the rest of the words you decipher next time.
Yes.
Dragon Ball's paid.
On Dragon Ball Spade.
Say that.
red rocket is blasting off again.